Okay, there's two things you're going to want to do when you get started. The first is just registering. So to register, you just put in your email, choose a password. It's not going to make you retype your password or anything like that. You're just going to put it in once and then go ahead and register. So go ahead and do that and just make sure you take note of your password because again, you don't have to put it in twice. I register and it takes me to the main screen here. And the second thing I want you to make sure you do at the beginning is just jump into your profile and just simply add a first and last name. This is to make it so that other people can find you if they're trying to add you to a group. You can optionally add a profile picture if you want, or there's this allow notifications button, which sets up a daily notification, which will notify you at a certain time of day if you have any habits or tasks outstanding. This may not be working at the time of the first beta, but we'll get that fixed shortly, and then just save your updates. Now, at this point, you're welcome to just go ahead and dive in. The rest of this video is just going to be a quick tour through the features of the app. So we're going to talk about habits and tasks on the daily page. So I'm creating a habit right now, which is basically a daily task for myself. It's automatically going to start today, but if I want to start tracking sooner, I can. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And actually, I'm going to click on it again because I want to update some past dates. I actually did this on Monday and on Sunday, so I'm going to go ahead and mark each of those as complete and then save it. And then I also want to create a task, which is like the habits, but just one-time tasks. So you just give it a name and then you choose a due date. And these are pretty straightforward. You can pick a date using the date picker or use these quick buttons to automatically change the date. And then I want to jump over to the goals page. So we also have a way to track longer term goals. And then these are pretty straightforward too. Give it a name and a description. With these, since they're typically longer, we're thinking about anything that is not just a one-time task, but something that you're building to over a month, a quarter, or a year. And you can actually add individual tasks underneath it, which are then going to show up on your daily page. So here I actually want to add a couple of tasks underneath this goal. And I'm going to go ahead and give those a date and then go ahead and save the goal. That's going to show up on my goals list. If I go back to the daily page, I'll notice that those tasks popped up there. Now the last feature here is a daily check-in where I can actually type some details about how my tasks or habits went that day and then mark them all complete or not there. And that's actually going to show up in a second. This is the groups page. So I'm going to create a group, and this is the way where you're able to share basically your progress with other friends or other people who you want to hold you accountable. So I'm creating a new group and I can go ahead and invite other people. Right now it's just a search of everybody who's on the app, but that'll obviously look better in the future. Then once I save that, an invitation is going to go out to everybody else, and then as they accept, this group page is going to populate with everyone from the group's data. I'll be able to see their short-term goals, their long-term goals, and what things they're completing. I can also do things like send notifications, and it just becomes a good way to track each other's progress. And so if we're having conversations about how we're doing on our goals, this is just a great tool to be able to help each other track. So with that, thanks for testing the beta, and looking forward to your feedback.